Let's bring you the latest run-up of news. And the Deputy Minister of Fisheries and Agriculture, or Aquaculture Development, says government is committed to doing what is right to save the fisheries sector despite its consequences. Experts estimate that Ghana's ocean is so depleted, if critical measures are not taken, Ghana could have no fish in its seas by 2020. Currently, fishermen across all landing beaches across Ghana are complaining of low catch, while experts also say the trend may get worse if radical measures are also not immediately implemented. The Deputy Minister was speaking at a USAID Sustainable Fisheries Management Program in collaboration with the Ministry of Fisheries and Agriculture.
The Sustainable Fisheries Management Project under USAID Ghana is intended to harness fisheries potential sustainably with the future in mind. Ghana in the past years has been recording decline in fish landed at the various beaches. Proposal for the implementation of radical measures, including closed-season fishing, has been difficult. According to the Deputy Minister for Fisheries and Aquaculture, all landing beaches have agreed to the proposal with the exception of Greater Accra. He added, the NPP government is committed to doing what is right for the industry.
If I want to take the path of the president, we are committed to seeing close season this year. And we will do the close season this year. It's not that we are not listening, but if you have 4 zones, Western region agreeing, Central region agreeing, Volta region agreeing, and one says I will not do it, and because of the one, you decide to recoil, that means that you have actually ceded the grounds to them. We will go ahead and do it. But of course, we will try to address some of the challenges. The ones that we can address, like finding some form of compensation and some little things for them, we'll try and do that.
The Marine Police and Fisheries Enforcement Unit are to ensure that no illegalities are committed at sea. But the Deputy Minister, when asked what impact they have made so far, said the operation has been very expensive.
It's an expensive project. We have to rent, Fisheries Commission rents the vessel from Navy, even though it's the Navy's duty to be policing the waters for us. When it comes to fishing, and I understand the same thing in the oil sector, you have to rent their vessel, pay heavily to do this. So if you have just a single team policing your sea from Afrawo to Denu and within a 200-meter EZ, how many places they can they be at a time? So yes, they are there, but they are not able to have a grasp over this matter.
He explained government spends huge sums of money on premix fuel, though it wants to cut down productivity of the over 40,000 unregistered boats across the country.
If we tell you how much we spend on premix, but it's not our budget, it's the Ministry of Energy's budget. We are only ensuring that distribution is going through. So it's a Ministry of Energy budget, and it's huge. The last time I got to know, within 6 months or so, we're owing about 92 million cedis, 92 million. And the Fisheries Ministry for the whole year budget is 57 million.
Director of the USAID-funded Hien Impuano, Kofi Agboga, says implementation of a closed season will afford Ghana an opportunity to reverse the downward trend.
We should allow the sea to do all the biological activities that needs to be done. Closing the season is important. It is important in the month of August. There are a lot of pushbacks by the artisanal fishermen. They say it is their bumper season. We should allow them to catch the little fish that is there. If we look at it in another way, there will be pain if they allow the close season to happen, but the gains will outweigh the pain.
Chief of Party of USAID SFMP, Maurice Knight, says the government and every citizen have a responsibility to ensure depletion of the fish stock is reversed. Martha Krensalakwa, Joy News.
Now we turn our attention on health, and obstetric fistula is by far one of the most devastating of all childbirth injuries, leaving the nursing mothers passing urine and sometimes stool uncontrollably. In the latest JoyNews Hotline documentary, Twisted by Birth, produced by Beryl and Estina Richter, some of these women living with the condition share their painful and chilling stories.
Meet Kuka from Ladayiri, a village in the Wa West district of the Upper West region. Kuka is in her mid-40s. Her condition developed when she went into labor. The labor produced contractions that pushed the baby's head against Kuka's pelvic bone. The soft tissues between the baby's head and the pelvic bone became compressed due to inadequate blood flow. As Kuka reeled through the pain, the delicate tissue in the pelvic area died. This has created a hole between her bladder and vagina. Kuka's labor lasted for 15 hours. The baby died eventually, leaving her with no joy. She has endured 4 surgeries to correct her fistula condition, but that hasn't made a difference. It is a stark reality that on many occasions, women who suffer from this condition are maltreated by their husbands, and in some cases, they lose their marriages. They lose their respect and self-esteem. That was the fate of Abna Meyemeu.
Mene kuna jina ejuma mpano ejuma ya jina ya sabe jina number 2 ina kwa banisa nti banisa no na fe de be ma no.
My husband and I used to operate a big fishing business where we buy fish from fishermen and sell to processors. But when I got this condition, he took me off from it and asked me to stay home. He later got married to another lady. In fact, I became his enemy. He even stopped giving me money. He forgot I'm the mother of his children.
According to Dr. Gando, unfortunately some cases are inoperable, and this is very worrying.
There are some that you just see them, you can't operate them. With it, it is there. When you look at the woman's pelvis, it's all like a stone. You can't even cut anywhere. So some of them, even the diversion is not that possible, because the intestine you have to divert the urine to, you can't create enough space. So it will just be like she will be licking both stool and urine when you pass it there. But you need to be sure they can contain the urine and feces mixed together for a period of time.
Well, please remember, the full documentary will be airing today. That's Monday, June 25, just this evening, 8:30 p.m. right here on the channel. And also tomorrow, that's Tuesday, June 26 at 6:30 p.m. on the same channel. That's our story there, but let's move on. A resident of Buakrom Estate, Quarry, Truba in Kumasi, they have been cut off from the rest of the city after a bridge on the main road leading to the area collapsed. The structure caved in after a heavy downpour on Thursday. To cross over, commuters are compelled to go on foot or some by motorbike. Well, Mahmoud Mohamed Nuruddin has more of the story from the community.
According to residents of Buakrom Estate Quarry, Truba, the bridge developed cracks years ago, but effort to get authorities to fix it has been unsuccessful.
No one is able to cross the bridge until the water level recedes. Many a time, it even takes days for the water to recede.
We've been complaining to the assemblyman, but according to him, this area is not an electoral area. Meanwhile, all of us here vote. This is the only bridge we have around here. If they don't reconstruct it for us, we don't have anywhere to pass to work.
Commuters have to cross from one end to the other on foot or on motorbike. The residents say if the bridge had collapsed during the day, lives would have been lost. Residents want the bridge fixed.
And the onset of the rain seemed to have exposed the infrastructural challenges students of the Integrated Community Center for Employable Skills in Nigeria that they have to deal with. They have no workshop for practicals and are also forced to study under roofing leaks. Well, so JoyNews Mahmoud Mohamed Nuruddin again spent some time at the school and has come through with this report.
Established in 2008 with a population of 256 students, Integrated Community Center for Employable Skills cannot boast of any infrastructure development over its decade of existence. It was established to teach skills such as masonry, electricals, and dressmaking, as well as supporting students generally in maths, English, and health. Bernard Tabiam Ponsan is the center's manager.
You don't have workshops. You don't have dormitories, you don't have toilet facilities, and we also have problem on the utilities also.
Prince Pondo is a third-year general electrical student. He is worried about the situation and wants government to intervene.
At times when it's rainy season, when it's rain, it flows here, so we cannot learn. We are not convenient.
Prince is not the only one. His colleague Isaac Apia regrets his first day at school. He laments authorities have not shown much concern.
When my brother put me here, and he told me the infrastructure is here. But that day, I was free to come here. And when I went here, I went to office to get the forms. In fact, I went to the office. There's rain is there. In fact, it's not good. So that day I was about to turn, but my brother told me the school is important, so that I stay. The infrastructure is not good, and we not have water or borehole.
Meanwhile, Member of Parliament for the area, Brahima Mohammed Bawa, has donated 100 bags of cement and a ton of iron rod to the center to help the renovation process.
The plight of the school is very pathetic. Looking at the conditions under which teaching and learning is taking place. And that then necessitated our collaboration for the construction of the new classroom block. When I was the municipal chief executive, I came round, I knew of their challenges that they had, what we could do to assist them. Initially, they didn't even have electricity here. I facilitated the extension of electricity to this facility.
But that is not enough. Managers of the facility want government to intervene fully to empower the facility to be able to reduce youth unemployment, rural-urban drift, and contribute to the development of micro and small-scale enterprise amongst the youth. Mohamed Nuruddin's report for JoyNews.
And before we go, a petroleum engineer and a former contestant of the National Science and Maths Quiz, Ichan Kusidapa, says the inability of a girls' school to win the competition for the past 25 years is as a result of the unwillingness to take risks during the contest. The 2007 Yasantua girls contestant says whereas boys are daring and ready to gamble with the accumulated points, some girls and those contestants from those schools lack confidence during some rounds of the contest where points are deducted for a wrong answer. She has been encouraging them to be more confident in answering questions.
What have you been telling the students inside of this room?
Wow. This morning, I told them about taking advantage of the many opportunities in the sciences and technology space, and also finding mentors, using very creative apps like LinkedIn and other messaging platforms to enhance their knowledge base and to actually go in search of things that will enrich the understanding of their courses of study. For people like us who are advocating for girl power and for that female domination, ending that male dominance, I would say that it's really sad, but I think what accounts for that mostly is that lack of confidence. It's a mindset thing, and that is why these mentorship sessions are good to give a new paradigm, a shifting in mindset that the girl is as equally effective, competent, intelligent, and can as well do better and also dominate such fields. So I believe that these sessions and other platforms to educate our females will let us know that yes, we can also do it. But I think that it is high time that we have a female school, and I pray that we have that this year, actually winning the competition. And
We are the official channel, that is JoyNews, and you can always get all the daily updates as to what is taking place at the various contesting grounds during the recording stages of the Science and Maths quiz. And that's it for the latest news update. We have more news. We'll be joined by Koji Yankson. We'll be reviewing the newspapers. We'll be looking at myjoyonline.com and the other online portals. We'll do that all next. Stay on.